I mentioned previously how the man in charge of the navy Mamluks was called Baybars, and how Qutuz was in charge of the land Mamluks and also in charge of all of the forces. And so really the navy Mamluks were this little pocket, were actually revolting against all of the state. And as Qutuz overpowered them again and again and again before he became the ruler, some of them fled the country. Baybars was one of those people. He fled the country and he went into Al-Sham, but he wasn't happy there. So the second thing that Qutuz did, and this is a stroke of genius, is that he gave full, unconditional and absolute pardon to all of those people that are now his personal enemies, because now he is the ruler. And they were the ones that fought against him previously, and yet he gives them full and absolute pardon. Qutuz knows that Baybars is in charge of the navy Mamluks. He knows that the navy Mamluks see Baybars as a man that they trust. He is their leader and he needs him on board. Baybars is very, very, very intelligent. His prowess and his skill at battle and at war are second only maybe to Qutuz. But why have him as an enemy? Why not have him with you? And so Qutuz gives pardon to all of the Mamluks and anyone that stood against him. And subhanAllah, again, the navy Mamluks realized the sincerity of Qutuz. I mean, subhanAllah, to take that decision in and of itself is amazing. But to have people actually believe you and not think that this was some form of trickery is even more amazing. It's absolutely extraordinary. This is amazing. To have your enemies come back to you without fear that this is a trick, that they, it's some form of ambush, a double bluff. For that to happen is absolutely extraordinary. And when they came back, and when Baybars came back, and when the navy Mamluks came back, and anyone else that had fled the country, Qutuz treated them with the utmost respect. He gave Baybars land, and he gave him back his title, and he treated them with the utmost respect. There's another lesson in this for us. Sometimes, if you're not strong enough in and of yourself, if you have insecurities, then you will not be secure enough. This whim, this lack of security, this whim for security, if you have it, then you will never accept for there to be someone of your stature next to you. And you'll always try and cut others down so that they do not overthrow you. But Qutuz was secure in and of himself, and he was whimless enough to realize that the current problem that we're all facing, the problem of the Mongols, is far greater than these other issues. And subhanAllah, all of the people that he had given full pardon to realized this sincerity and they came back.